this is highwithoutcoke and welcome to another pathofexile video. I'm officially done with Stormburst Totem, so I want to give you my final thoughts about this build. As you know, I have been playing Stormburst Totem since league start, and I have to say, I had a blast playing this build and it has become one of my favorite builds of all time. Not only was it insanely cheap to league start with, but it also carried me all the way to killing Ubers. I'm currently working on my second build this league, which I will show you very soon, but before that, I thought that it would be good to release some Uber boss killing clips just to show that it is indeed Uber viable, just like how I claim it is. This was my first attempt at fighting Uber Shaper with this build. With 70 divines of investment, I'm currently sitting at 63 million current DPS, which is enough for Ubers. At first glance, everything looks fine here, but something was off during this fight. I didn't notice it until I got a rollback like this. Turned out, my latency was very high. After getting 2 portals wasted due to rollbacks, I tried to wait for a while, hoping that the latency would go back to normal, but unfortunately it stayed the same. So I continued the fight, and luckily I was able to kill it. I died 4 times during this fight, twice due to rollbacks, once to bullet hell and once to Shaper Slam. Not my best attempt at Uber Shaper, but I would say the kill was good enough considering the circumstances. Next up is my Uber Cortex kill. Uber Cortex is probably one of the easiest Uber bosses. All its attacks are very much telegraphed, so you can avoid them very easily. I usually just place my totems at the center, run around the edge, and I can pretty much avoid all the boss attacks. Totem builds are less popular this league, but Shockwave Totem is still the most played totem build on POE Ninja. Since I released Shockwave Totem build before, you might be wondering how this build fares against Shockwave Totem. I would say both the builds are similar in terms of single target and clear. I had a lot of fun playing both the builds. Defense-wise, Stormburst Totem is better because it has 100% spell suppression. Of course, this is because of the charms, but the pathing on a tree also makes it easier to get 100% spell suppressed. Once I got spell suppression, some block on my shield and 70% chaos resistance, tier 16 empowered mobs felt less deadly, and I could finally farm juice tier 16 maps comfortably. If nothing changes, I feel like this is going to be my league starter again next league. I had better leveling experience with Stormburst Totem. Shockwave Totem, in my opinion, is less enjoyable unless you get Astral Projector early on. It is also easier to scale Stormburst damage because it has a built-in damage conversion mod. Just link it with physical to lightning and you will be dealing full lightning damage, which allows you to further scale the damage with support gems like lightning penetration early on. Alright, moving on to my gears, they're actually similar to what I put in POB. The only gear pieces I want to show you are my wand and shield. I didn't release any crafting videos because I self-crafted my wand using the exact same method that I used to craft my Shockwave Totem scepter last league. The total cost of this wand is around 23 divines, including the base 1.2 divine and the harvest craft. I spammed fossils until I got +1 to all spells. I was lucky to get an open suffix, so I crafted prefixes cannot be changed. Getting this +1 mod was harder than I thought. I only got it after 16 tries, so I really wanted this mod to stay. After that, I scoured, crafted prefixes cannot be changed again, and went for Ashling Unveiled. Before I unveiled, I crafted this mod because I wanted to block this so I could have a higher chance of getting other good damage mods. Double damage, crit multi, and cast speed are all good. I was able to unveil double damage while focused. This mod doesn't give me extra damage all the time, but rather a huge damage boost when I need it, for example against tough rares or in-game bosses. After that, I got 3 crafted mods and crafted spell damage and cast speed. The last step was to add harvest craft and my wand was finished. It was an expensive craft, but I think it's worth it. I really like this wand. I bought my shield for 1.5 divine. Since I was going to use the focus skill, I crafted focus mod on my shield as well. So when I press focus, these mods will apply at the same time. Another thing that differs from my original POB is my body armor. I got a double crafted soul mantle, bought the base for 9 divines, and then got the 6 links and right colors under 450C. I have my current POB linked to the description below, so you can check it out if you're interested. Alright, that's it for today's video. I hope you enjoy it, and don't forget to like my video and subscribe to my channel. Thank you and see you next time.